They were like, do you know how to hold a knife? I was like, yeah. They're like, okay, want to start in the kitchen? I was like, yeah.
So you were 26 going on 27 when you became an executive chef at a New York City restaurant.
Maybe even 25.
That's insane.
I think the first time I looked at the menu and I felt like it was my food, dishes that I'm proud to serve, I feel like comfortable serving. It's that small win every time that makes you super happy. You keep the food very pure, and when you do that, you really have to make sure you have the best product because that's what brings the result.
You guys blew up and you guys have a star and your food is absolutely insane.
Hello.
Wow, this is diabolical.
Today we have Orianne Shapira. I sat and ate at the restaurant that she is the executive chef, Shmone. The food blew me away, and I find out that it's this girl. She's 29 years old, which is kind of unheard of to be that young and also be a female. Her favorite dish, the way I prompted the question was more of like something that is nostalgic to you, was a tart tatin, which is an apple pastry dessert. Caramel is truly just cooking down sugar. Even if you've made it once or twice, shit could go sour.
Just remember that you are in control of the caramel because you are in control.
I don't feel in control at all. Oh my Lord. This is why I don't bake. That's why I don't bake. Okay, the heat is very, very much helping. I used a little bourbon maple syrup to kind of roast the apples ahead of time. I kind of want you to tuck. Hello. Okay, fabulous. I'm meeting you outside. Hello. You look fabulous. Although I've only seen you in chef clothes, so this is wonderful.
Is it a tart tatin?
So it is that. It's still in the oven, so I might need help flipping her over.
I'll definitely do that.
I also had to do the caramel twice, and I'm almost certain that even the second time, even the second round was like not it. It was.
I'm sure it's beautiful.
She is bubbling nicely, and she smells not bad.
It smells really good.
Okay. All
I
right.
can't believe you made that. So
Well, you say that after you take a bite of it.
not.
Oh no! It's okay. It's okay. Oh, she's sticking.
No, it's fine.
Oh.
Got it.
Huh?
I think we got it.
Oh my.
I think we got it.
Look at her. Guys, maybe baking is my calling. No?
It looks beautiful.
It's very hot. Why you go right in? That's a real chef. Just going right into the mouth.
It's really good.
I'm so scared.
It is really good.
Oh, hot as fuck. How?
Hot? It wasn't that hot.
Oh my god. All right, it's really good.
It's really good.
Hi guys, welcome to Campers. I'm your host Gina Bruno, and today we're here with Orianne Shapira, the executive chef at Shmone.
Hi.
Hi. I'm so excited that you're here. I want to dive into how we met, which is for about 5 seconds.
Oh, yeah.
And we are
was a fun
absolute
one.
strangers, but we're going to get to know each other over this conversation.
For sure.
I had the most... Eating at Shmone, this was my second time dining there. I went there when Eyal, I guess, had just opened, or I guess this was probably like pushing 3 years ago. But
Oh, wow.
back then when I went, it was the same type of experience where like I was talking about it to anyone and everyone for at least 2 weeks straight and just sending people. But it's also very hard to get a reservation there.
I don't know what happened.
You guys blew up and you guys have a star and your food is absolutely insane. Insane.
Ew.
Insane. I have this amazing memory of trying your food. I'm sitting next to Chloe. We are oohing and ahhing over literally every single bite. And I had to pull the server over and say, who's the chef? I need to meet them. At that point, I had no idea. There were so many people in the kitchen. I had no idea who to look at. And I can't say my eyes went to you because of how young you are. And then they point to you and they're like, this is our executive chef. This is her whole menu. And we both freaked out. Immediately, it was like, I need to either go behind and introduce myself for whatever reason, or I need her to come over and just to like, bless you, like, thank you for this meal.
I just came and I sat right next to you.
You literally
I was like
pushed
rude.
me over. It was like, let me in here. And it was the best moment ever. It was so amazing. And I was just blown away by your talent in the kitchen. The Jerusalem bagel we had the asparagus, which was of course in season at the time, and I'll dive into that, but how you guys pick your produce and plan your menu, I think, is probably a really interesting area to talk about, because I don't think most people are doing this in their kitchens, and how precise you guys are. You sent over the turned potatoes with caviar, which anyone who is turning potatoes in a restaurant, because I went to culinary school, I know how laborious that is. That dish was unbelievable. And what blew me away was the fish that was wrapped in the zucchini blossoms.
Oh, yeah.
What fish was that?
The dorade.
Oh my God.
Yeah. It's like so classic, like French also, like just in a paper envelope, and you kind of like forget how
The whole
yummy these like
presentation.
basic kind of things are sometimes.
Yes, the whole experience was amazing. The whole restaurant from start to finish, and we were probably there on the later side, but it's bustling the entire time. Bustling. So you guys are clearly doing something well. It's been now 3 years since it's been...
Yeah, close to 3. Actually, I think it's 3 years already.
Wow.
Yeah.
When did you enter?
About 6 months ago, maybe a bit more already. So I'm pretty new there too.
And did you come in as the executive chef?
Yes. So I was the executive chef of another restaurant of ours was in the group.
Okay.
So the move was kind of like, we'll take you from here and move you to a different place. And that was kind of like...
Wait, you were the executive chef at another restaurant prior to this. You are how old? How old are you?
I'm 28.
You're
'Cause
28.
I practiced how old I was before.
And at the previous restaurant, which was also in New York?
Yes, it's called Hassalon. It's another one within our restaurant group.
Okay.
I was there for 3.5 years, I think.
But you moved up the ladder?
So I was a cook there for about a month before COVID.
Okay.
And then during COVID, we closed the restaurant down, moved to another one of our restaurants. And then who is currently my boyfriend, he moved to be the chef of Hassalon from Israel.
Okay.
And he was looking for someone to be a sous chef. And he like came and he was like, oh, like, I want to give you the job. You seem like you know your things. And I was
Okay.
like, okay.
Were you guys romantic at that point?
No,
Okay.
no.
Just want to clarify.
So I took the job after like 2 months of him trying to convince me, because I wasn't sure I was ready for it. So I took the sous chef job.
Okay.
And I was his sous chef for about a year. And then he left back to Israel. And then I took his job as the chef. And I was there for about 2.5 years.
Wow.
It's been a while.
And just to put an age to that, so you were 26 going on 27 when you became an executive chef at a New York City restaurant.
26, I
26.
think. Maybe even 25.
That's insane. Do you know how crazy that is?
It is crazy. I don't believe it.
I don't think
I
other
still don't
people
know
would
what
believe it.
happened, but it was like a mistake somehow.
It's not a mistake, because clearly you had the sous role, you mastered the sous role, and everyone around you, even if you didn't believe it in that moment, knew that you could be in this position.
Well, I hope I'm doing good. I don't know.
You're holding that star, so I think you're doing okay. That's incredible. And so that is now pushing 4 years in New York, and you've been in New York for a total
About
of
5 now. Yeah.
When you first came to New York, did you go straight into culinary school?
So I actually moved here going to the course. And I was actually looking for a pastry job back then, because that's what I was doing before. And I started about 3 months in culinary management here.
At ICE. You went to ICE.
Yeah. It's a beautiful school, beautiful program, super interesting.
Yeah.
Not too long, so you kind of like get like the most out of it. I feel like
how long is the course?
It's about 6 months.
Oh, that's a great amount
Yeah.
of time.
So it's like you learn enough, but it's also not like overwhelming.
Yeah.
And it really gave kind of like the basics of like what you kind of need for working in a restaurant. Like,
I was going to ask you, like, it's solely based to prep you for restaurant management.
Yes.
Because I
So
feel like
like
a manager can go in so many different ways within the food.
yeah. No,
world.
it's restaurants. So
Okay.
it teaches you like budgeting and like in food management and like how to work with suppliers and like really basic things that you could probably learn on the job.
Sure.
But
Kind of speeds that
coming
up.
in, knowing all that just gives you definitely like an extra point for
Hell
sure. Yeah.
And probably a lot of the reason why you were the executive chef at a Michelin-starred restaurant at 28 years old. Absolutely insane. Okay, so that brings you to your 5 years of New York. How do you like it? How do you like living in New York City? How do you like the speed? How do you like being a chef here? Like all of the above of New York, because you were in Israel.
I was in Israel until now, like until 5 years ago. Not until now.
Till
It's
5
been a
years ago.
while, yes. I love it. Definitely love it. I do have most of my family here, so it does feel like home, even though I wasn't born here. It still feels very homey for me.
Okay. Did they follow you here, or they?
So my mom was born here, born and raised, moved to
New Yorker.
Israel. Yeah, moved to Israel later on, met my dad, lived there for a couple of years. And when they got divorced, my mom was like, okay, bye-bye, this was fun. And she moved straight back to New York. I was already like 18. I was already living by myself anyway.
Okay.
And then I just moved here a few years later to be with her. Like after 5 years, I was like, okay, this was nice. I think I need a new experience now. And I just moved to New York because it felt like natural. I don't know.
Back in Israel, you went to pastry school. Did you have a few pastry jobs before coming here?
Yes. So I went to pastry school right after the army.
Okay.
I was in pastry school for about a year, I think. It was
Like a
about
proper
year.
culinary,
Yeah.
okay.
So it was a lot of like French kind of baking, which is way more up my
Terrifying.
alley.
Oh.
So
You say up your alley, I say terrifying.
it's like the only thing. So if you ask me to like make like a layered cake, I'm like, how do you do this? Like,
So
I don't understand how you
American.
cut it straight. It can't be cut straight. Like you
The
can't
math doesn't
frost
math.
it without like you seeing the cake. That's like not doable for me. I have no clue how to do anything that's like that. Cupcakes.
No idea.
I can make the cupcake, I can make the frosting, but it'll taste like pure sugar, and I still haven't figured why. So anything like that, it's not my thing.
I've tasted your 3 desserts in the restaurant. You don't need to make a cupcake.
But I do love them. I won't lie. Like a good red velvet cupcake is definitely like, it's definitely good.
There's a secret sauce to that for
Yeah,
sure.
I'm sure. No. Brownies, I can make those, but the best ones are typically out of a Pillsbury box. I won't lie.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Those are my favorite.
Okay, but bring me back. So
Yes.
you're out of pastry school and now you're entering into
Yeah, so I
job, and you stayed in
finished-
pastry for a bit.
Yeah, so I finished pastry school. I already got the job while I was in pastry school. And I was running like the pastry in this like very small, cute bakery that was very American style, like donuts,
Oh.
cookies, like banana pudding. It wasn't exactly what I was into, but I just really loved the owners. I really loved the place. They were like very cool, and like I couldn't really ask for a better job back then.
Got it.
Yeah, so I was like, and I was there for like 2 years with them,
wow.
and then I decided to move.
Okay. What was your favorite thing to make there?
I made like the cronuts, but I made like a Cheerio filling. So it was like Cheerio cream.
Oh.
And like I did pink frosting and like carameled like Cheerios on top. So it was like very sweet, very
So-
fun.
Cheery, like a bland, not so sweet filling.
Yes. So like the Cheerios were like mixed into like a like classic kind of cream.
Okay.
And then like I caramelized a lot and I put them on top. So it was like this mountain of Cheerios over like a donut.
Wow. I'm hopping around, but I want to go back to Shmone really quickly, because the little that I did learn about you is that the chef of Shmone, Eyal, was somebody that was friends with your father.
Yes.
So you knew him prior to coming to New York and back.
Well, I did, but not really. My dad would come to the restaurants all the time. They knew each other for a long time. And I like only met Eyal for the first time when I was like 17.
Oh, okay. Later in
Yes.
your,
So my
young
dad
adult.
took me for my birthday to the restaurant Hasalon, but the one in Israel, which is the one I became the chef of here after.
Oh my gosh.
So I was there with my dad. That's the first time I met him. I have a very cute, embarrassing photo with him in the kitchen.
Of course you do.
Yes, I was like
sign the
really
menu?
young and cute, and I'm like squished, and I look so embarrassed, which is basically what I look like most of the time when you put me in the kitchen, but extra embarrassed then.
2 thoughts, follow-up questions from that. For one, like your dad took you to this restaurant. He clearly seems like he has a way with food, maybe. Like, is that?
Oh yeah, my
okay.
dad cooks really good.
Okay, is that where you think your passion has?
Definitely.
Okay.
Yeah.
What did you guys make together? What was the first thing that he taught you?
That's a difficult one. We did a lot of like classic French food at home. I don't know why. It's like,
Is he classically trained?
no.
Oh.
My dad's fully self-taught, just really likes food. We used to do like onion soup at home, which was one of my favorites. Crab bisque, which is like such a weird like one to make at home, but like I could
Very
swear my dad
French.
makes the best crab bisque you'll have.
I believe it.
Tart tatin. Tart tatin for sure. We would do like sabayon with fruit, and we'll do flambéed bananas when I was like really young, and I don't know why my dad let me touch hot caramel, alcohol, and flames, but he did. I didn't
You
burn
learned
myself.
from it. You learned from
Yeah,
it.
that was fine.
Your first battle scar, probably.
Yeah, so I don't know. I think I was okay somehow.
Do you think he leaned more savory or more sweet?
Definitely more savory. Like the 3 things I just mentioned are the only desserts we used to have at home.
Okay.
The only ones, but we used to cook like nonstop. Like weekends would be like our time for cooking together.
That's
So we would do
nice.
that. Yeah.
How old do you think you were when you guys were, when he kind of like invited you into the kitchen and said like, come?
I think I was pretty young.
Okay.
I think I was like around 8.
Oh yeah.
I don't necessarily remember honestly, but I think it was around then.
Okay.
Yeah.
Young girl, did you love it immediately, or was it like
Oh, yeah.
difficult? I mean, the stuff that you just named are not the most easiest dishes.
I think I just like, it felt like normal for me.
Okay.
I don't know. I think I was like in my natural space when I was cooking.
Clearly.
I always had a good time. It was always fun. I would always want to cook with my dad. He used to teach me how to hold a knife. It was fun. It was always like a good bonding time.
Yeah. At what point, or if you could remember, at what age did you kind of mentally check in and be like, I want to do this. I want to be in food.
I think I didn't really notice I wanted to do it until like later. So I was very much into design and fashion design and
Oh.
packaging design. And
Oh.
I was debating if I should do like interior design. That was where I was leaning like towards for a very long time.
Okay.
I studied styling before. I studied like fashion design a bit before.
Wow.
And my mom was like, listen, why don't you combine both the things you really like doing, which is like something that's design and something that's food.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, why don't you go study pastry? And I was like, honestly, that's not a bad idea. Like I never really liked baking before. That was like never my thing.
First of all, how we pair fashion, the love for fashion and design with packaging, and then you got to pastry. I have questions for your mother, but also somebody who hadn't like done pastry. That's also such a leap of faith of like, let me go. I mean, as we know that pastry is not the most easiest thing to just hop into.
Yeah, there's something very technical about it that I feel can make it easier than cooking sometimes because like it tells you what you have to do.
I know that's where I fail. If I
Yeah.
am told what I need to do, that's when I'm like,
It's hard.
Nope.
So that's hard, but a lot of people actually do find like comfort in like the organization part of it, I guess. But no, so like my mom's like, okay, you could design cakes, like it'll be really nice. You could like decorate things. There's like a lot of beauty in it.
Okay,
And
see
then
what she-
combining like the food. So like I really love cooking. So like baking, it's still like some sort of like cooking skill.
Totally.
So she was like, why don't you go try that? And I was like, honestly, that sounds pretty fun. Why not? So I went to like the school, I went to a few places, I checked them out, and then I chose the one I went to, and I kind of like fell in love with it.
Amazing.
Like I never really ate my things, I'm not gonna lie.
I
used
get
to
it.
make them and give it out to other people.
That's how
I
it
would
is.
just like try it and then give it away because like I don't really have a sweet tooth. I'm like a very much chocolate bar person.
Dark.
Any chocolate bar. Chocolate bars are my things.
Will you touch milk chocolate? I know it's pretty.
Yes.
Oh, okay, all
Yeah,
chocolate.
Any chocolate.
Okay, so you're chocolate gal.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. And then where was the pivotal moment where, okay, you've been working in pastry and then you decide, I want to
So it
continue and go into more savory and chef work?
Yeah, so it actually happened when I moved to New York.
Okay.
So my whole like culinary experience was in like the restaurant world, and like actual culinary, not pastry, only happened in New York.
Okay.
So when I moved here, I texted a y'all saying, hey, I just moved to New York. I'm an American citizen, which like a lot of times you're like, okay, you just moved from Israel. Could you actually work here? And I'm looking for a job as a pastry chef. And he was like, text this and this guy. And he gave me a phone number. And I come to the interview and they're like, well, we're not really looking for a pastry chef. We already have one and we're happy with him. But do you know how to hold a knife? I was like, yeah. They're like, okay, you want to start in the kitchen? I was like, yeah. Why not? That sounds pretty fun for me.
And that brings you to...
And that was the end.
And that is
the end of the story and the beginning of...
We did full circle there.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. You've had a whole journey of sweet, savory, and everything in between. And then New York kind of like brought you to light of working in a kitchen. Out of now these 2 restaurants, it's amazing that it's the same owners. So you clearly like the way they're running stuff, which is a good...
I love the company. It's like a very good environment. I don't know. It's just, it feels homey for me to work there. Yeah.
Well, now it probably feels like a big family.
Yes. Well, we're there for like, I'm there for a while now. I've been working with them for 5 years. So it is a long time, honestly, to work with a company. I feel like generally being somewhere now in our days more than like 3 years is like, good job.
Retirement.
Yeah, good job.
Has the rest of the team kind of stayed, or have you seen a lot of doors
There's a
swing
lot
out?
of changes, yeah. Like the chefs have been kind of like more consistent, but there still is a lot of changes. You know, people pivot in life, move places,
Totally.
change their mind about it. Because it is difficult. Like, honestly, I don't blame them.
I've done my 2, well, technically 3 restaurant jobs. It was the most exhilarating time. It was also probably one of the most challenging times. Like it's high speed, high stress, high heat, high everything, you know? Which I loved, but I'm not gonna go back there. I'll dine.
It's a lot, yeah.
I'll make you tarts.
Yeah, perfect. I love that. I'll come for an apple tart to 10 and then you come and I'll cook you something.
Totally. What's something that you've learned from AL or you've learned from working in these 2 restaurants that like, I don't know, you keep with you at this point?
Honestly, everything.
Fair.
Because most of my culinary like world is generally within the company, but also before that, I used to dine at his restaurants all the time because it's like the food I really enjoy eating.
Yeah.
So really, I feel like I'm generally inspired by everything he does until this day and probably forever. But definitely like my biggest take is finding like the best products, the best vegetables, fish, meat, because at the end of the day, we're not trying to complicate anything. Mm-hmm. There's nothing that we do that is like a million layers and different sauces and different techniques. We keep the food very like pure.
Yeah.
And when you do that, you really have to make sure you have the best product because that's what brings the result. Because if you use, I don't know, like a shitty zucchini, it might just taste like water. Mm-hmm. Or my water, yeah, it's so funny.
Or like shit.
Yeah. And like if you use not a great fish, it might taste like the ocean, not in a good way. Finding the best ingredient is definitely like the most important thing I took from him.
What's the process like? I know that your menus are kind of ever changing due to the fact that you are solely basing this off of what's in season, what can you get, where you're sourcing it, XYZ, but what's the process of that menu creation and like how often are you creating it?
So I go to the market typically Monday, Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays.
Oh.
Union Square Market. I go very often just because I don't always necessarily buy like crazy amounts there, but I do get inspired by what I see. So I always try to take at least one ingredient that I find there and try to make like a new menu like option for it. And like just rotate by what's in season always because that's what gives me like most inspiration. Like it's very hard for me to like sit and like, okay, I want to make this type of like dish. It's not like how my brain works,
like,
I think.
It's almost backwards. Like you need the
I need to
ingredient
see something to get inspired by it and then create something according to what I found.
Okay.
It's like very hard for me to do the other way around. Like I can't like say like today I want to make an asparagus dish and then go find an asparagus and then make something because that's what I decided.
First of all, your asparagus dish, which sat in, if I'm remembering correctly, like basically a glorified butter sauce. It was the tricolor. It was
Yes, green and white.
Oh my God.
So that one was actually just lemon zest, garlic, lemon juice, and olive oil.
Wow.
So it's like very simple and clean, but we do like grill it, so it gets like a bit of a smokiness from it. It gets like a nice char, but then we like cut it so it sits perfectly one
It was
next to each
perfect,
other.
and we slurped up every bit of that sauce with the Jerusalem bagel. It was perfect. Back to menu. Is it you that is creating now at this point? A lot of the dish. Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa. That's not typically the executive chef's role, no?
I feel like what I also really like about like where I'm at currently, like the restaurant, is that you do once you get this job, you get a lot of freedom. You can't go wild and do something completely off topic, but because I grew up eating this food and this is what I like anyway, it like normally doesn't happen to me that I go completely off topic.
Wow.
But you get to create whatever you want.
With no regulation? Like, is there anyone over you that has to like try or sign off or?
I guess not really. Like
That's just like so unheard of and so amazing
yeah,
for you.
no, like I'm like if you ever like go to a different job and you're like even the executive chef, it's like very rare for you to have like full freedom unless you're like the name behind the restaurant. So like yeah.
Which at that point you're the chef de cuisine, like you're the head honcho.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a really pretty amazing that the restaurant is just run that way and it is pure freedom. I guess you of course worked up your trust, or they have worked up their trust for you, but I'm just so impressed by all the dishes that you are cranking out.
It does get hard. You need to be inspired. So there's like weeks that like for some reason, you wake up on the wrong side of the bed and just don't want to create anything. That happens.
What do you do in that moment?
I just keep my normal dishes that I like. Okay. Like I have created enough things that I know I have enough that I could just repeat that I do enjoy, but it's always exciting for me and exciting for the team to make something different, because if not, you're just kind of coming to work and doing the same thing every day.
Yeah.
It does wear you out at some point. So I think it's also important for them kind of to do something different every time.
I feel like it's a level of obviously excitement, but also a level of such difficulty to be learning and executing and mastering these new dishes weekly. Like I remember when I was at Missy, like she would incorporate a new dish every, I don't even know, a couple weeks. And that was, I just remember like we all stood there in a line and like had to make the dish in front, and she would go and then taste them all like, all right, that needs more of this needs more of that. But like,
I'm not as strict as that.
Such a process.
I typically like the person that works that station, I show them, we taste it together.
That's it.
We let the team taste it, and then like, good luck. Like next time you make one, I like obviously want to try it and see it. And then if it's good and they got the hang of it, it's good. And then whoever works that station, because we do rotate a lot in the kitchen, we don't have like the same kind of stations for everyone always.
Okay.
So I would just like do it again with everyone until basically everyone knows how to make that dish properly. But it's like we're definitely not standing in a line and then we're all cooking it.
Wow.
I
like that approach so much more. It was very like high stress for no reason. I don't know.
Yeah.
We were making salads. At least at that moment, we were literally making, there was no reason for that.
A pan.
Do you let some of your team have creative liberty? Like, can they come to you and say, hey, I made,
Mm-hmm. I love when they do that. So it gives them like the opportunity to feel like noticed and also feel like they have a part in like the menu. I obviously might have to tweak it and change it a bit around. There's some ideas that I say like, no, but try again, which is okay. But I think it helps with their like creativity and feeling part of a team and being part of like something that's not just like your job coming in.
Yeah.
I think it's important, but like, it's not always the best idea, which I would have to change. Sometimes I do it as like...
Are you a hard boss or are you like a very kind boss?
I think I'm very easy.
Okay. I mean, so far it sounds like that, but...
I think I am. I don't think I'm very strict or harsh, I think. But like, I won't let you do a shitty job, but...
I mean, you guys are still holding a star, so you're doing a good job.
You can't do a shitty job, but I'm definitely not like yelling at you every day. That's for sure.
And then you also when I met you, we were telling me about the wine bar that opened up only like a few months ago that you had a very heavy hand in.
Yes,
Curating
I got the wine bar with Shmone, and I just moved, and it was going under construction.
When you say you got the wine bar, what does that mean?
So when they gave me Shmone as my new job, obviously they asked me if I wanted it, but when I took that job, they were like, okay, but you get it with the wine bar because
I gotcha.
it's connected to one another. We don't want to bring someone else that manages it, so you basically get these two spaces, but it's also under construction, so start making the decisions you want for that place. Like, what do you want it to be? I was like, okay.
So, like, design-wise, layout-wise?
So we had, like,
did you
layout,
have
like, equipment, things that we needed. Design was kind of already designed because we designed it to look like Shmone.
Sure.
So it feels like really like one unit.
Yeah.
But hiring and staffing and fixing up the place and getting the equipment and ordering everything you need and training the staff and everything. So it was a lot when I just moved into that job.
Yeah,
it was a weird, stressful time. But now it's running and it looks really great and it's really cute.
So that's two jobs in one.
Now it's calm. Now I don't have as much to deal with there, so it's good.
Is that menu more geared towards like a set menu that stays, or is that also a rotating?
So it does rotate. So we're actually gonna change the concept though.
Okay.
We did have like a lot of like classic wine bar kind of dishes, but was like a twist. So we used to like open these beautiful tinned fish, but build like a salad over them. Or so like we would have like a tuna belly, and we would have like an niçoise salad built over the can, so you kind of eat it all together. Yeah, it was really cute. Very like cute little small like portions. We had a nice amount of cheeses, and we had like just mortadella, which is just really good. You don't really need much more.
You don't.
But now we're gonna try to do more of this hand roll concept, which
hand
is
roll,
like sushi hand roll, which is very weird, and it developed in a very strange way.
Okay.
I love cooking Japanese food. No reason for this. I don't know why. I just one day kind of fell in love with like making some Japanese food.
Great.
And when I moved to Shmone, I kind of wasn't able to make my Japanese food as much because like the menu can't incorporate it in such like a small.
I mean, it's very specific flavors.
Yes. So it kind of started from that, and then the owner was like, why don't you make like more of your Japanese food at the wine bar? And then we like did this pop-up with this really cool guy that does hand rolls, and now we are going to start with like eyal shani, like more like Israeli Mediterranean hand rolls.
Can you walk me through an example of one?
So I did make like a tomato nigiri. So instead of having like eyal has an obsession with tomatoes.
Fair.
We all know that. Whoever knows him, it's like honestly amazing and very weird at the same time.
Doesn't matter the time of year, he will be eating tomatoes, or he's...
Well, it has to be good tomatoes.
Okay.
Yeah. So I did like this really nice like nigiri with really like wasn't classic sushi rice, but I chose these like little tiny grain rice that I got in Kalustians. I don't remember the name of the rice now. But I made like a little nigiri with a beautiful slice of like a peeled tomato that you cut to look like a piece of fish.
Okay.
So I kind of did that. And we're going to just like incorporate little things that we normally use in our kitchen into a hand roll. And kind of make, I don't know, this like weird wine sushi concept that's like
refreshing.
different.
And kind of mixes both Japanese meets Israeli flavors.
Yes. So like the whole way of like us treating food is like very like pure and simple. So we find a lot of that in like the Japanese cuisine. So it somehow actually works together in a weird way.
I can't wait to see the article that comes out once you guys are fully live of that, shining a light on basically Mediterranean sushi.
Yeah, it might be really weird.
I don't think
I'm actually going back to work today, and I'm going to start working on the new menu, so it's going to be fun.
Okay, I can't wait.
Yeah.
Let us know when we can come.
I'll let you know.
The whole team is coming.
Everyone's coming.
Oh my gosh, that's so cool. What's something that is more of a challenge being the executive chef of a pretty well-known restaurant? Obviously, you're wearing tons of hats. Like, what's something that is a challenging aspect weekly?
Running a team is pretty challenging.
Personalities.
Personalities, issues. at the end of the day, not everyone likes always the way you do things, which happens. And, you know, it's just like, I guess the team is hard. Like managing a team, it's also not that small of a team.
How many chefs do you have?
I have about like 10 that rotate.
That's a decent amount for it's not a huge
Yeah,
kitchen.
it's a small restaurant, so it is. Actually, I think I have more. We have 5 that work every night, and then we have 2 at prep, and then they rotate, and they don't all work all 6 days, obviously.
Yeah.
So I'm actually maybe closer to 12. Yeah, it's not a small amount. So the team is definitely one of them. The pressure, you know, you're kind of like being tested every day when you go into work.
Yeah.
You like make something, and that something is tested every day by like 100 and something people saying like good, not good. So that could be stressful for sure. And honestly, maintaining the stars, not the easiest one, I would
also
say.
a nice little level of pressure.
Yeah,
right
just
there.
like that little thing, like you're like, okay, it's coming up soon. Did they already come in? Did they not come in?
Is it still the thing where like they do these like kind of like cues that it is that person, or do they just straight up and call and say we're coming in, please be
No, you
Oh, they
don't know.
You have no idea.
They
Okay.
just like come in. They're supposed to come in at least 4 times within a year. And it's different people. So you can't like maybe recognize like a repeating customer or something. And they just like test you. Like they try the food, the service, and everything. So like you don't really know. Like, you know, they could also come in on an off night and
Well, I guess that's why they come at least 4 times.
Yes.
I think mentally.
But I think if one of them really doesn't enjoy it, you're probably not going to, like, I think everyone needs to say this was an amazing experience for you to, like, maintain it.
Yeah, that's a lot of stress. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I'm rooting for you. What is there like a really proud moment that you've had in the restaurant? It could be small, it could be large, but just something that like you kind of like either tapped yourself on the back or just by yourself or with a team recognized.
I think when I switched the menu finally to, like, a menu that was more mine, and I actually, like, felt like the food was mine because I did, like, inherit the old menu first, and then I slowly changed things out. And I think the first time I looked at the menu and I felt like it was my food, and, like, dishes that I'm proud to serve and, like, I feel, like, comfortable serving, I think that was definitely the one for here.
Totally.
But also sometimes just, like, staring at someone and they're, like, really enjoying their meal. It's, like, that small win every time that makes you super happy. But
Absolutely, yeah. Like sitting in the corner, just oohing and ahhing over every bite. It is so good. I'm so just intrigued by the process of everything. And I think I'm just so blown away that you, as the executive chef, are able to create all of the dishes at this point. Does Eyal ever come back and, like, not celebrity chef, it's his restaurant, but does he come back and be like, I created this dish, I'm so excited about it, it's on the menu, can you jazz it up? Like, what?
So he comes now more often than he used to, and I love him. I have the best time when he's here because he's a crazy genius in the best way possible. Like, he would make you look at food in a way that, like, you would never look at it before.
How?
So, like,
How so?
It's like the way he would cut something would just be like a completely different perspective to what anyone has cut something before, and it just makes you think about everything in a different way. Which, like, every time he comes, he, like, leaves me with a lot of inspiration, and it's not even like a dish that we did or like a new thing that we did. It's just like the whole thinking behind it.
That's really cool.
Which is really nice. He's coming soon, which I'm really excited about.
Where does he live?
In Israel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he lives full time in Israel. He travels a lot for work, obviously, but he's full time in Israel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Head chef full time there. You're here managing and basically taking ownership of this place, which is.
Well, I hope I'm not embarrassing.
No, you're definitely not. We've tried the food. Bringing back to, like, your roots, and you're from a port town, right? So you
Haifa, yes.
Yeah.
It's on the port. A beautiful city. Yeah. Very boring growing up, but very beautiful.
Cool. Was seafood like the main course?
So you
second course?
don't have a lot of seafood necessarily in Israel. Like, you do, but because, well, especially when I was growing up, like, kosher is like a thing. Not that I ever was kosher. I always used to eat seafood at home. Mm-hmm. But, like, it wouldn't be on every menu. Now it's definitely more on every menu than it used to be. Now you get, like, some of the best shrimps that I've ever had you find in Israel. They're, like, insanely good. Blue crabs, the best ones you'll eat by far. Fish in general, amazing, but all Mediterranean fish I love.
Where do you guys source your fish for the restaurant?
So right now I work with 3 different companies. One of them is called Downtown East, which they go to the Fulton Market and pick up all my things fresh in the morning. I work with Aquabest, which I really love. They're just like,
We love them so much.
so he's like very like, they're so easy to work with. Like
They
they're-
also have an amazing selection.
Yes.
Shout out to Aqua. Like
They have the best spot prawns in the world where you get them still alive and they're like fully live for 5 days and like refuse to die on
gosh,
you.
that would break my heart a little bit.
It is pretty difficult, but they have like amazing products. And one of my favorite suppliers that I can't use as often anymore, they're located in Portland, Maine.
Oh,
So they get all this beautiful like things that are right off Maine that are very local for there, and they're insane.
give
like
me
that.
an example of a.
Lobsters, all different types of clams, mussels, bluefin tunas for Maine are probably the best ones I've had.
Okay. So how often are you getting this, and when will it be at the restaurant? Because that's when we will come.
So
Especially
I'm getting
the tuna.
The bluefin tuna I typically get right now so I work with this provider. I used to work with him at Hassalon for the whole time I was there because we were only open Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So it was very easy to plan in advance. So now because I need to place an order a day before, it's kind of hard to work with him. So I don't work as much, but I do work with him right now for the raw fish for the hand rolls because I think like it's the most important thing to get the best fish you could get for that. So like,
Totally.
yeah, so that's definitely, and I could plan for it because right now it's just a pop-up. So we have it only on the weekends for now.
Okay.
So that one's easier.
Okay. And you're getting the whole fish, right? You're breaking it down yourself.
So the tuna not, obviously, because
It's massive.
no one could go through that much tuna, I think. And I go through like a lot. I order like 6 pounds of tuna every day and
Wow.
we finish it.
Wow.
So I do go through a lot of tuna, but definitely not
Not the whole tuna.
not an amount for a whole tuna.
Okay. I don't know what they're doing.
But the rest of the fish we do get and we clean them in house because I feel like it's just fresher typically.
We got to go a little bit back to your younger years. You're a professional dancer.
I used to dance for many, many years.
Explain professional. Like, was it like were you in shows? Were you?
So I danced with a few larger groups.
Okay.
I was still in school, obviously, so I wasn't dancing like full time, but I was still dancing like 5-6 times a week. So definitely a while.
Do you see any correlation between, I guess, the work ethic behind being a dancer versus the work ethic behind being a chef?
Definitely.
it's
So,
just
like the
rolling
discipline,
Yeah.
definitely, I guess.
The hours.
The hours, also not the suffering, but like the hard work that you put into it is worth it because you do something that you like are really passionate about. Because if you're not in dance or not in cooking, you just can't do it.
You wouldn't do
it's
it.
too difficult.
I'm trying to think of the staff that you first came into. They probably saw you dancing through the kitchen. They're like,
No,
this is not the dance that we do.
it's different now. You hold a pan and a knife while you're doing it.
Wow, you've had 2 lives, 2 pretty. It keeps going to the word grueling. It makes it like such a harsh thing, but like they are pretty difficult 2 lives that you've had.
Yeah, I
to
feel
master,
like,
at
I
least.
think at this point it's just kind of all I know, maybe. So it doesn't feel as difficult as it should be, maybe. But like my whole life I was just doing something that's probably more difficult, but out of passion. So I think,
Head down, just hard work.
yeah. So I feel like I'm kind of used to it now.
At this point, being where you are in your career, with your food career, do you feel like do you feel content? Do you have goals that you want to exceed, or are you kind of like pretty happy where you are right now?
I definitely have goals.
What are they?
My first and most closest goal is to maintain my star. My next one is probably, even though it kind of feels like I do have my own restaurant, I probably eventually would like to have something that is fully mine.
Totally. How long do you think it would take for you to get there?
That is a very difficult question.
That's fair.
Because I feel like it's also very hard to live where I'm at right now. But also I realized that there's so much more to learn that
Yeah.
like, I was like, okay, am I ready yet? Maybe not. Like there's so many more things I need to kind of know before I could commit to doing that and not failing at it. So I think I have a few more years, but even further down the line, I want like a cute bed and breakfast
Oh,
in the middle of nowhere.
great. When you said the middle of nowhere, paint me a picture.
I'm like Italy, France,
Yes.
something like charming, my retirement job where I like just cook for whoever is there and I host and that's all I do. But that's definitely further down the line.
Fair. I think that's a really nice goal.
It's a common goal.
We share the goal. I don't really want to have a bed and breakfast. I just want peace and quiet eventually. I feel like just from living in a city for so long, like it's like that foreign thing that you don't understand, but you yearn for it without realizing.
It's like that quiet, that peacefulness that you have that like you don't get here, obviously.
What would be on that menu if you had a bed and breakfast?
I guess I would just farm everything.
So now we're farming, we're hosting.
I'm farming. So I have my little garden at home, which I love. But I would probably be growing things. My dream is to make cheeses.
Wow. Have you ever made cheese before?
I make like very basic things, but like I would really love to get more into that if I had the opportunity or the chance to do it.
Totally.
But like have cute little goats and have my little goat cheeses. But I would say something like that. Obviously, this is like a very far away dream for now, but you know, it's always good to dream.
Life moves very quickly.
Yeah.
Life moves very quickly. Well, we'll sit at your restaurant and then we'll meet you at the bed and breakfast.
I hope so.
Okay, some fun questions.
Yes.
More about like a chef in New York City, which is exactly what you are. If you're going out on a Friday night, where are you eating?
I think Estella is always on my top list there, just because there's something very cozy about that place. It's very comfortable. It's kind of like, I don't know, it's very warm. The food is
Exceptional.
just very good. Great wine list, which is also very important. So I think that's definitely on my top list. Nakazawa for sushi
Where is that?
in the West Village.
Okay.
It's like an omakase place. Also kind of like, it's still like high end, but slightly more on like the casual side. It's not like this crazy omakase for $900.
Yeah.
But they're really good. Like the fish is really amazing there. And I think I'll just keep it to those two because then I might get lost.
Those are two really good. I mean, I don't know the sushi spot, but I will go. I mean, Ignacio is an insane chef. Favorite pastry shop?
So L'Appartement for F near my house. Best space,
shout
like
out to
pastry shop.
Ashley. I mean, yeah. But you have to go on off hours because those lines are real.
I know, but honestly, I've noticed that they go pretty quickly.
They do. They are a machine
Yes.
in there.
So
What is
pastry is my favorite there.
What's your order in there? Because it's very personal.
I feel like if I'm going, it's either a regular like butter croissant, an everything croissant, or ham and cheese because I am more savory person. So I do tend to go for those. And then the ratatouille sandwich is my favorite.
Your death row meal.
Eggplant parm that my mom makes.
Love.
And onion soup for my dad.
Both meals from your parents.
That's for sure, you know, good memories.
At the same
And
time.
maybe like Pillsbury like brownie mix for dessert,
Box
which is my
dessert.
mom. That's my mom's specialty.
That was my mother's specialty. Not Pillsbury brownies, but just anything from a box, which now as an adult,
You love.
you can have these beautifully crafted, delicious cakes. But to me, I'm like, all I want is that funfetti Pillsbury.
Macaroni and cheese out of the box. It's still the best meal you could have.
It's the best. It really is the best. Favorite dish that you are making at home for yourself?
A salad.
Oh.
I don't cook much at home. I'm not gonna lie.
You're such a true chef. I have tried your salad in your restaurant also.
This is a completely different salad. This is like housewives in Israel kind of salad.
Go deeper into that. What does that mean?
It is chopped cucumbers, tomatoes, red onions, tuna, corn, feta cheese.
Oh my God.
I'm definitely missing pine nuts and olives. So this is like a salad that your mom will kind of make at home in Israel.
Okay. And it's
like-
just sitting in the fridge. You take a little bit here
So
and
yeah,
there.
just like lemon juice, olive oil, and salt. Like we make a huge bowl of it, and that's all we eat for dinner. And that's probably like the number one thing we cook at home because we don't really cook.
That's perfect.
And it doesn't make too many dishes, which is a very big
No,
one.
it's all in one big bowl.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that. So what does it mean to you to hold this title of a Michelin star in a restaurant? Because that is probably a pretty heavy lift on your shoulders and you're the chef that needs to keep it going.
So it is very validating, I guess. I guess that like a lot of it is the knowing that like someone said you're good.
You're that chef
And
holding down fort.
someone says your restaurant's worth going to, and that is like worth it. It's like that. I think that's the reason why anyone kind of like wants it. Because like making a great restaurant and making people happy coming to eat, you could do that at any restaurant. But there's something about the validation of having a Michelin star that like other people say you're good.
Yes. Keeping a star, you know, the ins and outs, like, is it about keeping to your current dishes and perfecting them every single night? Or is it about dipping your toes into this new area and like continuously trying things and being seen for those new things?
I think it has to be a combination of both. You do need to maintain a decent amount of things that repeat themselves. The more you do something, the better you get at it.
Totally.
But you also can't just do that all the time because the experience of coming into the restaurant would always be the same. So you do want to like change things up and try some new things, I think. So the people that come back a lot, that do enjoy the restaurant, get to experience a slightly different experience every time they do.
Yeah.
Just so it's interesting.
And what is, I mean, obviously, because to hold a Michelin star, it's not just the food, it's everything. It's the staff, it's the experience, it's the lighting, it's it's everything. What is your control? Is it just maintaining the food, or is it kind of like the whole package deal of the restaurant?
So I got the whole package deal. So it is basically everything. I obviously am more on the food side most of the time, but at the end, it is my decisions to make sure that like the service is good enough, the atmosphere is good, the music that's playing is like fun and nice music. So things like that. It's not like what I'm dealing with necessarily every day, daily, but it's mostly the food. But it is part of my job for sure.
If you were to give advice to somebody that wants to enter into the food world, specifically in a restaurant, what would that advice be as the starting point?
Working hard is definitely the number one thing, especially in the kitchen world where it is difficult to find good people. So when you find someone good, you typically do see them. If you love it, I think people see it. It's kind of...
It comes out.
Yeah, because it's such a passion job. And if you don't do it out of passion, you could tell. Like there's a lot of people that enjoy cooking, but whoever's really passionate about it, you see it right away. And I feel like you just kind of grow in that way. As long as, obviously, you could do it. I don't know.
As a head chef, can you see that right away? Or does it
you
take
could definitely
time?
tell which people are more invested.
Okay.
You could definitely tell who's like more into it, who actually cares, who wants to do more. You could definitely tell. There's some people that like develop it later on, which I think is more like if they feel comfortable or not in the space they're working in. But you could definitely tell who will be the people that will potentially manage something after, could maybe move to a different restaurant because it kind of shines. Like you could tell when someone's into it. Yeah.
As the harvest months are coming, what are some dishes or ingredients that people could get excited about at Shmone?
So I truly don't know because I literally go to the market and I find something that looks beautiful. And 1 year it might be the zucchinis and 1 year it might be the eggplants and some years it might be both. But it's hard to tell. I could guess, but I can't promise.
I think my final question is if you had to rate my tart 0 out of 10.
I'll tell you what, it gave me good memories. So I definitely put it on a 10. Perfect crust was a caramel. The apples are nice and soft, and it's not too sweet. So it's
not
definitely
too
a 10 for me.
That makes me real happy. I might go into baking now.
You're going to make tart tatins now all the time.
Actually, I might.
You might? Here you go.
Yeah, now that I did it once, I feel like
It's
I could
not as
do
difficult.
it 2 and 3 and 4 times.
Yeah. I think once you get the hang of it, it's actually pretty easy.
Yeah, well, no. The caramel.
Never mind.
Well, thank you for rating my tart 10 out of 10. I think I might have given it an 8 out of 10.
I think it could be a bit higher.
8.5. But this has been such an amazing conversation. I love that I knew really nothing about you coming in, except that you are an insane chef. And now I know a little bit more, and I know your background, and it's just been a wonderful journey. And thank you for being on Campers. And if anyone wants to learn more about you, they could follow you on Instagram. It's your name with a little dash at the end of it. So Orianne Shapira underscore.
between.
Oh, in between. So
Yes.
Orian underscore Shapira. There's an amazing interview on her from
Chef's roll.
Chef's Roll. I had such a wonderful time reading through. So it's a really nice read, and that's right on, I think, your first square. And go to Shmone if you can get in. It is worth the wait, even if you're on the wait list for 2 weeks. It is by far one of the better meals that I've ever had in New York City.
Wow, thank you.
And I really, really mean that. But yeah, this was just such a wonderful experience.
Thank you for having me. I had a wonderful time.
Thank you.